Well, good morning, channel. Welcome back. It is Sunday, December 29th, and this is quite possibly the last Moto vlog and even ride for 2024 as we quickly approach New Year's Day. I hope all of you guys had a great Christmas. I know I did. And I am wishing you guys a prosperous and healthy 2025. I thought we'd get together this morning, just have a quick review over 2024 and the events of the year. We'll get started with that in just a moment, but I just want to take this minute and thank each and every one of you that come back every week and watch my videos, have liked, subscribed, and just week after week come back and sit and listen to me talk on this wonderful machine. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. If you have a minute, jump over to my Robert White Dash Photography channel and subscribe to that. You may not be interested in photography, but it'll help the channel, and I would appreciate it. And if you're not really into photography and something pops up from that channel that you subscribe to, just keep scrolling. It's free of charge and it helps me. And you may find something you like, I'll be honest with you. So for those of you that are local, we are coming up on the first Sunday of January. Next Sunday will be January 5th. And therefore we will be having breakfast at Awake. So if you are so inclined to come on out, say hi, have some coffee, eat a little breakfast, join the fellowship surrounding these amazing machines and the absolutely wonderful people that ride them. Anyway, let's touch base on what happened in 2024. Man, it was a crazy year. Some fun times. Starting in January. Let's see what I do on this bike. In January, I installed the tip-over protection from Traxxion Dynamics.
Alright guys, as I mentioned, right here in Cruiseman's garage, and we are installing the Traxxion Dynamics tip-over protection on my bike. There's the mirror piece. And then the saddlebag, I mean, when you look at it from back here, it looks like it's factory.
Yeah, it looks like it came on the bike.
Just came out. Everybody was very interested in it. To replace, hey biker, to replace what would be scratched up parts on these Goldwings if they ever tip over, which are the saddlebags and the mirrors. You know, to replace them, you're talking about some pretty good money. So Max with Traxxion Dynamics put out this new product that is called Tip Over Protection. It's made of a hardened rubber material that affixes to your saddlebags and your side mirrors using some 3M tape and a special sort of adhesion primer that really puts it on there fairly solidly. And if it does tip over, you know, he says you can just wipe it off and keep going. It's not prone to scratching or damage like some typical rubber piece would be. Anyway, put that on the bike in January. Alright, so in February, you might remember that I got a screw, a massive screw in my rear tire.
Okay, so Robert's going to see if he can get this screw out of there.
I'm starting to believe that was intentional.
Look at the length of that. Somebody didn't like my motorcycle.
All right, channel, check this out. That's what was in there.
I'm not sure how that happened, but it was an awful big screw to have just accidentally hit it and picked it up. Maybe I did. The conspiracy theorist in me thinks otherwise, but so as you guys saw, I took it over to Cruiseman's garage where we extracted the screw and put in a plug. Now later, because I wasn't real fond of driving around with a plugged rear tire, I did end up going to DFW Honda to have that rear tire replaced. And if you guys are in the market for a rear tire and you're in the Metroplex, go check out DFW Honda, because they do a lot of trike conversions, and that gives them a lot of spare rear tires when they do that. And they will make you a great deal on a rear tire for your bike if you're in the market for one. Go check it out. Alright, moving on. We've touched on January, we've touched on February. What happened in March? Well, in March, I installed some new lights on this bike. The fairing lights, what we affectionately call the Eyebrow Lights.
This morning, I'm going to be installing these new windshield trim lights, Strike windshield trim lights on the bike. There you go. You got a little bit of animation going on when you first turn it on, and then these white running lights that accent so well with the headlights. And then the turn signals.
And I love them. They are two different colors. They're white normally, daytime running lights, they're white. But they're also integrated turn signals that act seamlessly with the turn signals in my mirror in the amber color. It's just really cool. A great addition. You know, any lights we can put on this bike and be more visible, the better. And they so seamlessly look factory. Really a great purchase. I believe that's Gold Strike. All of the things I talk about in this video today will have a link down in the description. So yeah, put on the eyebrow lights. Really like them. Well, then we get to April, and oh my gosh, you knew it was going to happen. Thank God I had the tip over protection, although it didn't use them. Didn't get far enough to use them, thank goodness. I was a bonehead, pulled into my driveway, got off the bike before I realized I had not put the kickstand down. How do you get off a bike without putting the kickstand down? Well, it was because I was in a hurry. Should never be in a hurry. And the bike tipped over. Okay. Now it's time to put the picking up your bike process to the test.
If you ride motorcycles enough, it's going to happen. All right, that seems to be working. Let's see if I can get this side stand down while lifting up. Whew! Success, channel. That wasn't all that tough. What a stupid thing. Try to get off your bike without the side stand down. Jeez, I'm an idiot.
And with a little help from Cruiseman via texting, got that up, and was really no issues. But man, I made a video out of picking it up, and you guys may have seen it. That video did very well. A lot of people curious about, number one, what happened, number two, how to get the bike up. Got all kinds of comments from people who agreed with me that I was a doofus. Some of them not so nice. To people who agreed with me, well, we've been there, done that, it's bound to happen, you handled it well, glad nothing was seriously damaged. So that was the excitement in April. Then came May, and I came to the realization that I needed to split my channels. Now you guys know that I now have two channels. I have this channel, specifically tailored towards motorcycles and Goldwing. Then I have another much smaller channel now that I split off in May for my photography, because frankly people were a little confused about what they were getting when they tuned into my channel, and motorcycles and photography don't always mix, so I wasn't doing myself a service, I think. So I split off, created another channel, a second channel for my photography, moved most of my good photography stuff over there, and I'm telling you again, guys, go over and check it out. Some epic places like Antarctica, the Faroe Islands, and most recently, you guys have seen, I hope, the Iceland trip. Oh my goodness, the Iceland trip. You got to go check that out, guys. I'm telling you. All right. So that's what happened in May. I split the channels. The motorcycle channel here continues to grow. Thank you, guys. The photography channel is growing too, but very, very slow. That's why I'm asking for your help to go over and just hit the subscribe button, even if you never watch a thing. So anyway, that happened in May. And speaking of growth of this channel, the motorcycle channel, in June, here we go with June. In June, I hit 2,000 subscribers. Oh my goodness. 2,000 subscribers. There are 2,000 of you guys out there that want to sit and listen to me yak once a week to this camera on this amazing machine. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. So privileged and so blessed to have reached 2,000 subscribers in June. Currently I'm about 2,500, so moving pretty quickly, but that was a milestone, 2,000. Exciting times in June. Also in June, I added the action mount from Traxxion Dynamics, which is the mount that you're seeing right here on this camera, mounted to the left mirror housing, or left side fairing, that we had been asking for so that we can specifically put cameras like these action cameras on. Max came up with a brilliant design. He and Cruiseman had been talking about creating one, and he did it, and we all bought it, and I have it and put it on my bike in June. Also in June, the most expensive thing I've ever bought for this bike, and probably the thing I'm most proud of about this bike.
Ta-da! Backrest, and there's more to come. Check that out. Ultimate seat, passenger backrest, and driver backrest with the burgundy croc inlay. Cannot wait to try this out.
I bought an ultimate seat. You guys have seen it. It is a ultimate seat that is heated like the stock seat. I got the passenger seat along with it, the backrest for both driver and passenger, all color coordinated. It's a beautiful seat. It rides really well. Love my purchase. Alright, moving on to July. What happened in July? Well, in July I put on these mirror turn signals in front of the mirrors. They got the daytime running lights and the turn signals embedded into the mirror housing. I forget who makes them, but it's a new type. Rather than just having the amber turn signal that comes with the factory, this has a white daytime running light, again, which seamlessly fits in with my eyebrow lights that I had already installed.
Ooh, Ooh, daytime running light. Very nice. Let's turn on the turn signal.
So put those on the bike. Also at breakfast one morning, some Sunday in July, Brian, the guy that bought Cruiseman's old, I say old, 2018, impeccably maintained and clean Honda Goldwing, the one he traded in when he bought his 2024. Brian, with the help of a bunch of us, was able to purchase Cruiseman's old bike, and he brought it to breakfast that day. And it was a pretty amazing thing to see that bike that was traded in Tennessee, I believe, back home where it belonged and back at breakfast again. That was cool. Alright, moving on to August. What happened in August? Well, Don Smith got his new truck in August. That beautiful Velocity Blue Ranger 4x4. Oh my goodness. I was in love with his red truck, and then he got this blue one, and I mean, wow. It was a beautiful truck, and I know Don is listening, and he is very proud of that truck. It's a beautiful truck, Don. Enjoy seeing it on Sundays when we have breakfast. Alright. Let's see what else in August. In August, I purchased this new helmet that you're looking at. This is a Shoei RF 1400, replacing my Shoei Neotech 2, which was only a year old. And why would I replace the helmet so quickly? Well, it was weight. The Neotech 2, a modular helmet, was just too heavy, especially at the time I had all the camera gear on it, and I was just looking to lighten my load. And this Neotech fit the bill. A little bit lighter. I've since moved my cameras off of it. I love the styling and the graphics. I love the way it fits. You know, the only negative about it in my mind is the D-ring. I really wished it would have had a ratchet style clip, and I know that's a polarizing topic with folks, but I'm okay with the D-ring. I can handle the D-ring. Did it for decades. Just like the other one, wish it had it, but you can't get it for the RF 1400. Along with that, the integrated or the specifically made communication system, the XRL EXT from Cena, which we promptly tested out. We'll talk about it in a minute. Promptly tested out, Cruiseman and I, on our trip to Colorado. And it works great. It also connects with this camera, so I can talk to you through my helmet into this camera. That's great. I love this comm system. So that was the excitement in August. Alright, speaking of Colorado, let's move on to September. You guys saw the series of videos both on my channel and Cruiseman's channel. We made an epic road trip from North Texas to my house in Colorado, Ouray, Colorado, and it was an amazing trip. The sights, the sounds, the camaraderie.
Hey channel, welcome back. It's our first full day in Colorado, so Cruiseman and I decided to jump on the bikes and head back over the $1 Million Highway and Red Mountain Pass.
Also had an interview. I got to interview Cruiseman. I hope you guys saw that interview. Learn a little more about Cruiseman. That was awesome fun. The bike worked amazingly well. That was the fun in September. October came, and my annual charity ride that I love so much, so near and dear to my heart, the Teddy Bear Ride in October. This year I was joined by friends, Mark and his wife Rebecca, and Jody. You've seen from breakfast from time to time. Jody joined me, all on our Goldwings. It was an amazing time for children. Strapped a bunch of teddy bears to our bike. Off we went. All right, kickstands up. We are fired up and ready to go. Okay, we got Jody over here that you can't see. We got Mark behind us and his wife Rebecca. We got Blue, we got Smokey, we got Puff the Magic Dragon. We're all ready to go. Yep. All right, Jody, hang on. Yeah, Jody brought a few. And it was a great cause and a great time, and I so appreciate those three joining me and supporting that effort. That was October. All right, now we're up to November. And oh my goodness, what happened in November. Such fun, such fun. Have a look.
And here he is, folks, the man all the way from Tennessee. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, Snowy, all the way from Tennessee, was nice enough to bring Mac with her. And so he has traveled a long way for a cup of coffee and some eggs. Welcome.
668 miles to be exact.
How much?
668 miles.
Oh.
Okay, here they come.
See if they know the rules. Yeah, that looks like a familiar white bike. Look who showed up, Road Glide.
Thank you, Robert. Thanks for the invite.
We are so excited to have everybody here.
Christopher Cruiseman, how are you, sir?
Good, how you doing?
Good, thank you, sir.
Mac.
There he is.
My friend.
How far? How you too, sir? You too, sir. Road Glide.
Yes.
Show.
We got Tom, we got Brian, we got Snowy and Mac. We've got Robert, and we've got Road Glide.
That's right, folks. Mac, our friend, Gold Rider 1 is his channel. In Tennessee, came down to Texas for breakfast, and he will tell you exactly how far he traveled. So fun meeting Mac. I mean, what a character. He says he has no personality. I don't know that there was a bigger personality at the table that day. Mac is outstanding, just a great guy. Snowy, his beautiful white 2024 Goldwing, just was impeccable. What a great combination. If you guys haven't checked out Gold Rider 1, go out and subscribe to his channel. It'll be well worth your time. So good to see you, Mac. So happy you came down all this way, all those miles, to see us, and thank you. That was the excitement in November. Well, and that brings us to this month, folks, December. Not a lot going on because I have been super busy. As I mentioned before, you guys know, for the first 10 days of December, I was off in Iceland.
Another epic moment for Robert White Photography.
Capturing some amazing video, both from cameras and from drones, capturing some amazing photos from ice caves and glaciers and waterfalls, Man, you guys need to check that out. Again, I encourage you, hop on over to my photography channel and take a look if you haven't already. Oh, and by the way, while you're there, like and subscribe. So that's been about it. Not a lot, with Christmas and the holidays, not a lot of time to do much of anything else in December, including Moto vlogs. I think this will be the second one for December. So that wraps up the year, guys, and what a great year it was. Many of you made it possible. I am so thankful for that. And I would call you all out by name, but my goodness, there's so many of you now. That would be a whole nother Moto vlog in and of itself. But you know who you are. All of my friends, I've called you by name before. So appreciative of you and your support of me and this channel. So it's on to 2025, guys. On to 2025. And I will see you in 2025. And until then, ride safe and God bless.